You may occasionally find yourself acting on impulse without fully understanding why. The subconscious, or the portion of your mind that operates in the background while you're not aware of it, greatly influences your behavior. This implies that many of your life's decisions may have unclear motivations. But by developing your ability to observe yourself, you can gain a deeper understanding of who you are, why you do the things you do, what makes you happy, and where you might grow. Let's go out on this life-changing adventure motivated by Marcus Aurelius' insight. 1. Recognize your principles and ethics. Knowing and accepting your morals and values is similar to having a life compass. It influences your decision-making and assists you in discovering what matters most to you. Consider your values as the compass points that will lead you through the wide array of options in your life. As Stoicism advises, when you identify with ideals like being brave, wise, fair, and balanced, it's as if you have a set of guiding principles that serve as a roadmap for your life. Life makes sense when you know what you stand for. Every action you take has a reason, and you know why you do what you do. Your values serve as a moral compass, guiding you to make decisions that are consistent with your beliefs. Your character has an air of sincerity because of this integrity. Having a strong foundation of beliefs helps you face obstacles more effectively. They support you in staying loyal to who you are and give you strength when things get hard. Understanding your values aids in making decisions. Making decisions that are consistent with your values increases the likelihood of long-term happiness and contentment. Strong bonds are based on shared principles, whether they are in personal or professional contexts. Deep connections are fostered when one understands and aligns with the ideals of others. Determining your morals and values is useful for daily life and is not only a philosophical endeavor. Imagine leading a life in which each choice you make is consistent with your fundamental principles. It creates a life that is not just successful, but also meaningful, bringing a sense of contentment and fulfillment. A virtuous existence is built on our values, as Stoicism teaches us. By recognizing these principles deliberately, you start a self-exploration path. You begin to live a life that is consistent with your core beliefs as you get an understanding of what matters most to you. Having a strong sense of morality and values acts as a stabilizing force in a world full of divergence and outside influences. It supports you in being loyal to oneself despite the forces of change. Adhering to this Stoic ideal is like to constructing a resilient vessel that can withstand life's turbulence while remaining on course. What makes it necessary for you to recognize your morals and values? Since it's the first step toward living a life that is fully understood rather than just lived. It's the cornerstone around which a happy and meaningful life can be constructed. Marcus Aurelius once said, "A happy life requires very little. Everything is within of you, in the way that you think." Finding that satisfaction inside yourself requires knowing your principles and beliefs. Step 2. Become more self-aware. Being self-aware is the foundation of personal development. In his meditations, Marcus Aurelius often stressed the value of knowing oneself. In order to have a true understanding of your ideas, feelings, and behavior, self-awareness must be developed. Think of a superpower that would enable you to gain a deeper understanding of your emotions and thoughts. That's the essence of self-awareness, the capacity to look inside one's own head and recognize internal processes. Gaining self-awareness is similar to turning on a light in the shadowy areas of your feelings and ideas. It also entails being aware of your advantages and disadvantages. Recognize your shortcomings while appreciating your advantages. This well-rounded viewpoint encourages growth on a personal level. You may respond to life's adversities with resilience and composure when you are self-aware. You are able to make wiser decisions when you are conscious of your ideas and emotions. It's similar to having a superpower that enables you to make the best choices for yourself. Stress is decreased when you know yourself, rather than being overtaken by feelings. You are able to observe and manage your emotions in a composed manner. Being self-aware does not just benefit you, it also facilitates understanding others. Understanding your emotions allows you to empathize with others around you, strengthening your bonds with them. It's similar to sowing seeds for personal development. Knowing your advantages and disadvantages will help you work on improving yourself. Picture a calm, crystal clear pond. Your mind experiences this when you are self-aware. It instills serenity and tranquility. Gaining self-awareness is similar to turning on the lights in a dark room. It makes things more visible and enables you to comprehend what's going on within. Self-awareness enables you to fit the jigsaw pieces together, as life may be like a puzzle. Stoicism tells us that the secret to leading a sensible and well-rounded life is self-awareness. You may take charge of your ideas and feelings by being aware of them. It's similar to being the captain of your own ship, guiding it calmly and deliberately through life's seas. Why is it important for you to become self-aware? Since it serves as a doorway to a life that is more deliberate and aware. It's the instrument that makes you tough in the face of adversity by guiding you through the ups and downs of your emotions. Adhering to this Stoic ideal is akin to donning a pair of glasses that enhance your perception of both the self and the outside environment. Being self-aware is your greatest asset in a world full with distractions. It is the compass that leads you through life's maze and assists you in making decisions that are consistent with who you really are. Marcus Aurelius once remarked, "A happy life requires very little. Everything is contained within you, in the way you think." Unlocking that bliss within of you requires developing self-awareness. 3. Make journaling a daily routine. The amazing meditations, Marcus Aurelius' private journal, are one of his many gifts to humanity. Keeping a journal offers a disciplined setting for reflection. Writing down your ideas and feelings helps you to get perspective on your experiences by externalizing them. Maintaining a regular journal helps you recognize recurring difficulties, recognize behavioral patterns in yourself, and recognize your successes. Writing in a journal on paper can be a soothing exercise in this digital age. It promotes a more in-depth relationship with your inner self by encouraging thoughtful, quiet contemplation on your day. Journaling turns into a sacred place for introspection, revealing facets of your character and opening doors to ongoing self-improvement. Consider a journal as your own time capsule. You can record your ideas, dreams, and experiences in this enchanted book. Establishing a daily journaling practice will enable you to reflect on your progress and look back on your journey within your own thoughts. Writing things down helps you to get clarity in your thoughts. It's like clearing out the clutter in your place to make room for new, meaningful ideas. Your notebook acts as a memory enhancer. Writing down your experiences makes them easier to recall in the future, much like keeping a treasure trove of memories. Think about having a friend who is a judge-free listener. That friend is your journal. You can see things differently and discover solutions by putting your problems in writing. Journaling is a form of emotional release. Much like chatting to a buddy can help you feel better. It's similar to confiding in a reliable confidant. You can travel through time with your journal. You can notice your growth as you go through previous entries. It functions as a kind of roadmap for your quest to become the greatest version of yourself. Establishing a daily journaling practice is akin to unlocking a door to personal growth. You may be who you really are in a safe place, your notebook. Writing can be a tool for introspection and comprehension. As Stoicism tells us, it functions similarly to a mirror, reflecting your true self and guiding you toward your ideal self. Why should you make journaling a daily habit? Because it's an easy yet effective method of improving your understanding of oneself. It's like having a discussion with your inner self, since it gives you a safe place to explore your feelings and ideas without passing judgment. Adhering to this Stoic principle is like to embarking on a daily mental expedition, unearthing precious jewels of self-awareness from deep within your mind. An anchor in a fast-paced world is your journey. Time seems to slow down there, which allows you to think back on your experiences and ideas. Marcus Aurelius once remarked, "A happy life requires very little. Everything is contained within you, in the way you think." Developing a daily journaling routine is the first step toward discovering your own happiness. 4. Have faith in your instincts. A key component of self-awareness in Stoicism is following your intuition. While promoting logic and reason, Stoicism recognizes that everyone is born with wisdom. As a Stoic philosopher, Marcus Aurelius appreciated the importance of intuitive knowledge. It takes guts to follow your inner guidance when it deviates from social norms in order to truly trust your intuition. You can go beyond outside influences and start a path of self-discovery by living in accordance with your true self. Envision possessing an integrated compass that directs you when you're uncertain which way to go. It's similar to using your inner compass to trust your intuition. It all comes down to paying attention to that inner voice that will give you the confidence you need to face life. Trusting your gut feeling helps you make less confused selections. You feel as though you have a personal advisor advising you to make decisions based on your gut. Your gut feelings are the true you, making decisions that are consistent with who you really are. such as sticking to your preferred color or genre of music, means that you trust them. Following your gut feeling is similar to having an emergency reaction system. It enables you to respond quickly to circumstances, such as catching a ball without giving it much thought. Your intuition is a gold mine of inner knowledge. You can access this wisdom and make decisions based on intuition rather than reason by putting your trust in them. Having faith in your intuition is powerful. It increases your confidence and self-assurance like having your own superpower. It's like accepting the superpower all your own when you follow your gut. While rationality is important, Stoicism teaches us that following your instincts will enhance your decision-making with an extra dose of intuition. It's similar to combining intuition and reason to get the best of both worlds. In a world where advice and opinions abound, trust your gut feeling as your personal guide. Adhering to this Stoic concept is equivalent to granting yourself the freedom to believe in your own inner wisdom. Having faith in your intuition is your best ally in life's tremendous adventure. It guides you through the turns, and turns like a guiding beacon. Marcus Aurelius once remarked, "A happy life requires very little. Everything is contained within you, in the way you think." The secret to finding pleasure within yourself and leading you to a life that truly feels like yours is to follow your intuition. 5. Consider your reaction. Our responses to outside circumstances frequently disclose a great deal about our inner selves. In his Stoic teachings, Marcus Aurelius stressed the value of handling difficulties with composure and reason. It's important to observe your emotions without letting them control you in order to understand how you respond to different situations. Adversity is approached with a measured manner by Stoic people who see problems as chances for personal development rather than insurmountable hurdles. You may limit your impulsive impulses and build emotional resilience by practicing awareness in your reactions. You can handle obstacles with grace and poise when you take an intentional attitude to life, which helps you gain a better understanding of your emotional terrain. It's similar to directing your own play to consider how you respond in certain circumstances. It's about choosing consciously how you want to be portrayed in your life's narrative. It's like updating your screenplay when you consider your response. You get to select replies that enhance the narrative's positivity and significance. It's like having a remote control over your emotions when you consider things through before acting, which enables you to reply coolly and collectedly. Others perceive you based on your responses. You can strengthen your bonds with them by giving them some thought. It's similar to giving your relationships more nuance and purpose. Every response is an opportunity to grow. It's like taking notes on your performance when you consider how you respond. It helps you improve and become a better version of yourself. The play's tone may change depending on how you respond. By keeping these in mind, you may make a constructive contribution and write a narrative that inspires people around you as well as yourself. It's similar to being the sage storyteller of your own life when you consider how you respond. Stoicism shows us that, like our behavior in our drama of life, our reactions are under our control. It's all about selecting answers that fit the storyline you wish to develop. You can sculpt the story with your emotions in a universe full of surprising scenes. Adhering to this Stoic ideal is like to writing your own drama, constructing a narrative that represents the person you aspire to be. Your backstage access to the big theater of life is to consider your reaction. It lets you find your own performance, kind of like a pre-show before the main event. Marcus Aurelius once remarked, "A happy life requires very little. Everything is contained within you, in the way you think." Developing an introspective mindset is essential to releasing your inner joy and shaping your life's narrative in a way that is positive and fulfilling. 6th, consider pursuing a creative education. One of the most effective ways to express oneself and learn about oneself is via artistic endeavors. Despite the challenges of ruling an empire, Marcus Aurelius found reflection and comfort in his artistic pursuits. Through creativity, one can express feelings, ideas, and concepts that would be difficult to communicate in other ways. Whether you express yourself creatively through writing, music, art, or any other medium, the process of creation opens your mind to new possibilities. Consider life as a large, lively canvas that you are holding a set of colored brushes. Attempting to acquire a creative skill is like to dipping your brushes into life's paint and discovering beautiful and distinctive ways to express yourself. It's about realizing you have more colors inside of you. Acquiring creative skills is similar to dancing joyfully. It gives you the ability to communicate your ideas and emotions in ways that words frequently cannot. Being creative is like having a stress-relieving magic wand. Taking part in creative endeavors provides a respite from the daily grind and promotes relaxation. It's like embarking on a creative adventure when you try new things. You may discover interests and skills you never knew you possessed. Expressing oneself creatively can increase one's self-esteem. Your self-esteem is nourished by the sense of success you get from learning and creating. Like a mild meditation, creative pursuits need focus, which helps you remain in the present and temporarily ignore your troubles. It's like adding seasoning to the recipe of life when you try to learn something innovative. Creative endeavors are a means of establishing a connection with our inner selves, as Stoicism teaches us. Whether via writing, music, art, or any other creative medium, it's about finding the beauty inside. Your secret entrance to exploration in a world full of regularity and duties is creativity. Adhering to this Stoic ideal is akin to opening a window to allow new perspectives and motivation to enter your existence. Seeking to acquire creative skills is like adding a splash of color to the magnificent masterpiece that is life. It's similar to painting a canvas that captures the distinct tones of your individuality as an artist. Marcus Aurelius once remarked, "A happy life requires very little. Everything is contained within you, in the way you think." To discover that happiness inside of you and create a vibrant, meaningful existence, try learning something creative. 7. Accept novel difficulties. Taking up new difficulties is an essential element of life's never-ending path of learning and growth. In his Stoic philosophy, Marcus Aurelius acknowledged the importance of overcoming adversity with bravery and resiliency. Challenges offer chances to push yourself to the limit, get past roadblocks, and uncover latent strengths. Stoicism teaches people to see obstacles as opportunities for growth and virtue rather than as burdens. Think of life as an exciting journey in which you are the brave adventurer. Accepting new difficulties is like exploring undiscovered parts of yourself. It's about taking a risk and embracing the unknown in order to open doors to personal development and self-discovery. Taking on new tasks is similar to strengthening your resilience with push-ups. It fortifies your capacity to overcome obstacles and meet life's ups and downs with a resilient attitude. Difficulties are like mirrors. They show your best qualities. Taking them on reveals secret skills and abilities you may not have known you have. Overcoming obstacles with success is similar to receiving awards for your self-assurance. It increases your self-confidence, which can propel you on your path to greater success. Problems are like life's textbooks. They all impart important lessons and present chances for ongoing education and development. Taking up novel tasks is equivalent to incorporating flavor into your existence. It adds a sense of thrill and adventure, which enhances the interest and satisfaction of your journey. Taking on new tasks is like setting out on an exciting adventure. Challenges, according to Stoicism, are opportunities for growth rather than obstacles that lead to virtue and wisdom. It's about seeing obstacles as chances for development and advancement. In a world where regularity can easily become boring, difficulties give your story life. Adhering to this Stoic ideal is akin to accepting an invitation to embark on a magnificent adventure, where every obstacle presents an opportunity to discover previously undiscovered aspects of yourself. Accepting new difficulties is your compass on life's tremendous adventure. It's similar to launching a ship toward uncharted territory. Marcus Aurelius once remarked, "A happy life requires very little. Everything is contained within you, in the way you think." The secret to finding happiness within yourself and turning your life into a thrilling voyage of self-discovery and triumph is to take on new challenges. 8th, engage in deeper dialogue. Understanding oneself is fundamentally influenced by human connection. Engaging dialogues offer a lens through which you can examine your principles, convictions, and viewpoints. For all his authority as emperor, Marcus Aurelius respected honest and intelligent conversation. Genuine expression and attentive listening are essential components of meaningful dialogues. Sincere listening to others allows you to understand other people's viewpoints and, in turn, encourages you to consider your own. You develop empathy and gain a deeper awareness of yourself and people around you through this reciprocal relationship. Think of the talks as the vibrant threads that weave through your life as a shared story. Engaging in deeper dialogue is akin to incorporating vivid tones into your interpersonal connections. It's about making connections with other people and learning more about yourself in the process. Deep talks are similar to building bridges between people's hearts. They strengthen your bonds with other people, adding depth and fulfillment to your relationships. Talks can serve as portals to other planets. Important ones in larger horizons, and enhance your personal viewpoint by assisting you in comprehending different points of view. Deep talks are similar to blank canvases on which one can express oneself. They give you a platform to express your ideas, emotions, and thoughts, which helps you have a better sense of your own voice. Discussions resemble workshops on empathy. Deep ones help you learn to put yourself in other people's shoes and develop empathy, which improves your relationships and self-awareness. In-depth discussions are similar to instruments for fostering trust. They foster an environment of candor and openness that strengthens the basis of trust in your interpersonal connections. 9. Give in to your vulnerability. Although being vulnerable is sometimes seen as a weakness, Stoicism emphasizes that being vulnerable may also be a strength. In his views, Marcus Aurelius recognized that difficulties are an inevitable part of life, and that existence is transient. In order to have a complete understanding of oneself, vulnerability must be acknowledged and expressed. Being truthful about your worries, doubts, and goals with both yourself and other people is a necessary part of allowing vulnerability. When you take down the barriers of self-defense, you make room for real communication and introspection. According to Stoicism, you can find the power to face life's uncertainties head-on with grace and fortitude by admitting your fragility. If life were a ballet, then vulnerability would be the elegant stride that gives every step more depth. Becoming open to vulnerability is akin to appreciating the beauty of genuineness in your life's dance. It's about being really you with all of your imperfections and realizing the strength that comes from that. It's as like you have to take off your disguise in order to be vulnerable. As others get to see the true you, it encourages genuine connections that lead to more meaningful and profound partnerships. Being vulnerable is conducive to one's own development. It enables you to evolve into a more robust and self-aware person by facing obstacles head-on and learning from your experiences. Opening up to vulnerability is similar to opening an emotional valve. It offers a constructive way to let emotions out, keeps emotions from building up, and promotes mental wellness. Vulnerability is similar to a bridge that builds trust. Sharing who you really are with people fosters trust, which fosters the kind of nurturing environment that fosters empathy and understanding. Embracing vulnerability is akin to finding strength in genuineness. It gives you the ability to accept your flaws and transform vulnerability into a source of inner strength and acceptance of yourself. Being open to vulnerability is like putting yourself at the center of attention for your own narrative. Stoicism tells us that being vulnerable is a brave act of accepting life's uncertainties rather than a sign of weakness. It's about realizing that you have the resilience to face obstacles head-on when you are honest with yourself. Being vulnerable enables you to be yourself in a society where masks are the norm. Adhering to this Stoic ideal is akin to opening the door to a more profound comprehension of both oneself and the surrounding environment. Being open to vulnerability is your elegant pirouette in the vast ballet of life. It's similar to developing a dance that speaks to honesty and expressing the beauty that arises from staying true to who you are. Marcus Aurelius once remarked, "A happy life requires very little. Everything is contained within you, in the way you think." The secret to discovering pleasure within yourself and embracing a life full of connection and authenticity is to allow yourself to be vulnerable. In Stoic philosophy, meditation, a practice frequently linked to mindfulness and inner peace, plays a key role. In his daily reflections, Marcus Aurelius stressed the value of developing a calm mind. You can reflect on yourself in a safe space during meditation, where you can watch your ideas without getting attached. A greater comprehension of your thought processes and emotional reactions is facilitated by this separation. Regular meditation practice leads to the development of an inner peace that transcends situations outside of yourself. Think of meditation as the subtle ripple that clears the waters of a calm pond, which is your mind. Establishing a regular meditation practice is similar to building a calm haven inside of yourself. It's about finding the peace that lies within you by setting aside a short period of time each day to sit still, quiet the noise, and discover. Establishing a regular meditation practice is like taking a mental vacation. It instills a sense of inner serenity that enables you to approach life's tasks with composure. Similar to physical exercise for the mind, meditation improves attention and dispels distractions so you can tackle activities with clarity and concentration. Developing a regular meditation practice is similar to taking a mental stress reliever. It relieves tension and offers a little break from the difficulties of everyday life. Meditation helps you notice and comprehend your feelings without being overcome by them, which enhances emotional well-being. It's like a balm for your emotions. Establishing a regular meditation practice is similar to flipping a mindfulness switch. It invites you to let go of regrets from the past and anxieties about the future, and to live in the now, savoring the beauty of every moment. Developing a regular meditation practice is similar to treating your mind through a daily spa treatment. We learn from Stoicism that a quiet mind is a strong mind. It's about creating a robust, focused, and comprehending mental space in a world where stimuli come at you all the time. The way to pause is through meditation. Adhering to this Stoic ideal is akin to establishing a regular practice of tranquility, facilitating your ability to establish a connection with your inner calm. Developing a daily meditation practice is your calming note in the vast orchestra of life. It's like setting a peaceful tone that permeates your entire day, bringing your inner and outer worlds into perfect harmony. Marcus Aurelius once remarked, "A happy life requires very little. Everything is contained within you, in the way you think." Developing a regular meditation practice is essential to discovering your own happiness and cultivating a calm and collected life. Concentrate on your gripes. Challenges and frustrations are unavoidable parts of being human. Rather than running from or fighting these challenges, Stoicism advises facing them head-on with a level-headed and collected attitude. You can learn more about your goals and expectations by looking into the things that are causing your frustrations, whether they are internal conflicts or outside situations. Making the distinction between what is under their control and what is outside of it is something that Stoicism promotes. You can focus your energy on areas where you can make a good difference by using this discernment. If your frustrations were jigsaw pieces, concentrating on them would be like piecing the puzzle together to get a better image. Focusing on your grievances is similar to shining a light on the aspects of your life that require comprehension and development. It's about using irritation as a tool to learn about yourself. It's like playing detective in your own life when you concentrate on your annoyances. It assists you in seeing patterns that come up again so you can deal with them and break them for personal development. Your annoyances are like hints that point to answers. By concentrating on them, you solve problems by figuring out how to get beyond challenges and bring about improvements. It's similar like turning on a light in a dark room to concentrate on your frustrations. It sheds light on areas of you that could require improvement and helps you comprehend your feelings and responses better. By giving pent-up emotions a healthy outlet and keeping them from spiraling out of control and negatively affecting your well-being, facing your frustrations is like opening a pressure valve. Putting your frustrations front and center is like assuming control of your life. It gives you the confidence to take on obstacles head-on and turns frustration into a driving force for growth. It's like battling the dragons in your life when you concentrate on your frustrations. According to Stoicism, obstacles are chances for development and irritations are signs that something has to be attended to. It's about using irritation as a springboard instead of a roadblock. Why should you concentrate on your annoyances? Since it provides a route to self-mastery. Focusing on your frustrations is like seizing the wheel in a world where frustrations can feel overwhelming. Adhering to this Stoic ideal is like preparing yourself to transform setbacks into victories, building resilience and a better self-awareness. Your compass in life's vast exploration is to concentrate on your frustrations. It's similar to forging ahead into unexplored areas, uncovering latent abilities, and conquering challenges. Marcus Aurelius once remarked, "A happy life requires very little. Everything is contained within you, in the way you think." By turning obstacles into chances for development and self-discovery, you might find satisfaction within yourself by concentrating on your frustrations. Obtain acceptance. Stoic philosophy is based on acceptance, which is a reflection of a deep awareness of life's impermanence and the value of living in the now. In his meditations, Marcus Aurelius often stressed the transformational potential of acceptance. Acceptance entails facing happiness or sadness, success or failure, and accepting the truth of each moment without opposition or judgment. Being accepting of life enables you to face it with composure. It helps people cultivate acceptance in their daily lives by providing them with philosophical insights and hands-on exercises. You have a deep insight of both the world and yourself when you let go of the drive for control and accept life's ups and downs. If life were a river, accepting yourself would be like going with the flow rather than against it. In order to find acceptance, you must embrace the truth of your situation and acknowledge both the good and difficult times. It holds the secret to achieving inner serenity and comprehending life's tides. Acknowledging others is like building a calm harbor inside of oneself. Letting go of the struggle against what enables you to feel inner calm. Similar to a stress-relieving drug, acceptance aids in the release of tension caused by opposing circumstances beyond your control, resulting in a calmer and more balanced state of mind. It's like opening a window to fresh air when you find acceptance. It enhances emotional health by letting you feel a variety of emotions without condemnation or resistance. In relationships, acceptance is similar to an olive branch. It cultivates compassion and understanding, fostering an atmosphere that allows bonds to grow and strengthen. Becoming accepted is similar to learning to bend with the wind like a reed. It fosters flexibility, empowering you to resiliently negotiate life's curveballs. Discovering acceptance is similar to opening a door to tranquility. Stoicism shows us that accepting reality and deciding how to react to it is not simply giving up. It's about finding serenity amid the erratic currents of life. Why should you be accepted? For it is the secret of gracefully traversing the river of life in a world where change is unavoidable. It's similar to putting on a life jacket to find acceptance. Adhering to this Stoic ideal cultivates a sense of peace and comprehension in the vast mosaic of life, much like choosing to float rather than fight against the unavoidable tide. Your masterpiece is accepting yourself. It's similar to piecing together the fragments of your experiences into a beautiful pattern and appreciating the beauty found in both darkness and light. According to Marcus Aurelius, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. The secret to releasing that inner joy and being able to glide effortlessly along the river of life is acceptance. The principles of Stoicism, as exemplified by Marcus Aurelius, provide eternal wisdom and useful advice in the quest for self-understanding. Each of the 12 concepts covered in this extensive script acts as a lighthouse for self-discovery, guiding people to explore their inner selves by figuring out what their basic values are, being more self-aware, enjoying their creativity, and learning to accept who they are. People set out on a transforming journey in search of a more genuine and satisfying life. This script's presentation of Stoic ideas offers guidance on how to face obstacles in life with elegance, fortitude, and insight. As you set out on your path of self-discovery, motivated by Marcus Aurelius and the Stoic school of thought, keep in mind that self-awareness is a continuous process. Above all, remember to stay loyal to your authentic self and exercise patience and kindness. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." I hope that your quest for self-awareness will inspire and empower you as it leads you to live a life that is consistent with your deepest moral principles.